Hey, good morning, guys. Happy Tuesday. Um, Checking in here from my new office space. And by that, I mean this last weekend we rearranged some furniture and shuffled some things around. And so rather than working in our bedroom, I am now working in our spare bedroom. So just wanted to give a quick update on how the year has gone or is going. Um, Here we are on November 8th. And so the fiscal year for Pella Corporate ends over Thanksgiving weekend. So that's the end of our fiscal year. But regardless of that, in a general way, the year is winding to a close, right? Because right after that, we'll hit December, and then the year will almost be over. So um, just wanted to give a quick update because part of some of the videos that I've put on here over the last year was a little bit of tracking, our journey from Seattle to Tennessee, tracking my journey stepping into a sales position in the building material industry, and just kind of like logging progress as we go. And so I just wanted to give a quick update as the numbers are rolling in, and obviously still a couple more weeks to put some points on the board. But in a general sense, at least have an idea of how the year has gone, how it's ended up, and so now starting to think ahead to next year and what that could look like. So I guess for starters, as a new sales rep to the branch, it was laid out like there was kind of a very rough, undemanding range that was laid out as far as volume processed, orders booked and things like that. So a very, very rough, kind of a modest range thrown out there. And it, turns out, and that would have been like an annual goal. So with a full calendar year. And so having really only booked any jobs starting in February, and then here we are in November. Um, so a little less than what would have been a full fiscal year. Um, I'm coming in at least 4x, four times what was expected on the low end of the range that was given. And let's see what it would have been on the high end. I'm just pulling out my calculator really quick. So 1, 2 divided by 1, 2, 3, and then went about maybe 2.5 times what was expected as like a high end number, um, for a first year sales rep. And so, not that that's anything to take multiple victory laps over. Um, and honestly, I probably focused on this data point maybe even a little too much already to kind of enjoying like, okay, wow, this is what was expected and this is what I've done. So again, at the end of the day, it's not like I won a Nobel Peace Prize or cured cancer or anything like that. But there was a target that was set out for me, and then using the principles, the Cardone sales system, along with just a lot of the mentality towards work and productivity and things like that. Really, applied myself and stayed focused for a sustained period of time, over the course of the last year, and set a high target for myself. And so the funny thing is, I actually came up short of what my target was, personally, but blew the expectations well out of the water. Um, so now what does that mean? So applying the 10x rule, the 10x principle is okay. I used big think. I used setting a big target to exceed expectations in my first year. Now I need to take that. Now I need to take that number and 10x it, right? Multiply it times 10 to get my target for next year, which seems even more absurd and ridiculous. It'd be like almost a third of what the branch as a whole does, or what our whole new construction team does combined in a given year, would be what my target is for myself. So that's the ideas I've been mulling around in my head of how to hit that, and how to continue to kind of launch at a trajectory and at a fast pace, to set ourselves up, to set our family up, and give ourselves some breathing room, and things like that. And also, what did that amount to? Like, another a metric I did like to look at is, the amount of customers I've sold product to. So, of the customers I've sold product to, only 8 of them had done any kind of business with our branch last year. So just meaning that maybe it was someone that was with a previous rep and got handed off to me, or a current rep, but then they moved him around and I picked him up. So there was 8 of those. Then, from one report, what it looks like is I've sold product to about 50 contractors over the course of the year. So if you think about, like, again, that growth of 8 customers to 50, now next year I have to start thinking, like, okay, what would it take to get 500 contractors that I'm selling product or have sold product to in a given year? What would I have to do? Who would I have to meet? Right? These are the Cardone questions. So again, it feels good to have a little momentum and feel like I was able to knock down a target, or at least hit a higher number than I even really thought I was going to. And even by mid-year, when things were going well, I didn't even seriously contemplate that I would hit the number that I'm at now. So that being said, again, it's just going to be, what can I do? How can I sharpen, myself as a professional? And, like, one of the things I've been thinking a lot about is, like the ideas of investing in myself professionally. Okay, are there business school opportunities, or just industry opportunities? Would love to go, visit the Pella plant or other manufacturing plants, to expand, my knowledge of the industry. Are there trade shows or, conventions or things like that I can go to throughout the year that will continue to build my base and my skill set, as a professional. So anyways, just wanted to give a quick update as the year's closing down. So, hope you guys are all doing well, and I'll keep you guys posted with how next year goes, and definitely be talking to you soon. Thanks.